Know Me Yet Podcast Network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Gems on the Mic. I'm your girl LD along with my girl Tanisha, the Diva Mahomes. What's up, Diva?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, you a little excited?
Yeah, you know it's football season. I don't know what to do with myself, but you know I'm about to talk about some people. Oh
Oh
my!
yeah, we got a lot to cover. We're not gonna cover every game, but we're gonna cover some significant stuff. It was good just to have football back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Who you telling?
let's
Who you
let's let's
telling?
let's let's jump right in. Let's jump right in. I
Okay.
I want to start. I want to start with the what was your surprises and what were your disappointments, and I'm gonna jump in there with you.
I was surprised, probably the most with Caleb Williams' performance.
Okay,
Good boogly woogly. Ooh, that was rough.
what do you think it
Um,
was? Nerves or what do you
probably,
think? Yeah.
probably. He's my fantasy quarterback in 2 leagues. I
Okay.
just didn't play him the first game based off of what Big Pat said on the last podcast. It's gonna take him a minute to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing I did, because boy, I'd have got a mugging if I'd have had him in that lineup. But I think it had to be nerves. I mean, we know he's talented. You
Yeah,
know,
he wasn't commanding like I saw like a CJ Stroud last year when CJ got out
oh
there.
no.
He didn't play like a rookie. He played like he'd been there for years.
And it's
Um,
crazy because he basically said he doesn't get nervous.
right.
So if he
And you
doesn't get nervous, we in trouble.
right. And they won the game, but that's kind of my
No,
guy.
that defense won the game. I
Yeah,
mean, that
they did.
defense came through like
They
the
did.
Incredible Hulk
Yep.
out
Simone
there
Biles
slapping folk.
he got him a goal.
Yeah.
A goal man.
Ah, he
he
sure
he's
did.
like, I gotta do something. She getting all the credit. Yeah,
I,
that game was a surprise.
yeah.
I don't know if it was so much of a disappointment. It was a surprise. His
I was
performance was surprising. I don't want to say disappointing because I don't know if I can't
I
really pinpoint what disappointed me. It just surprised me that he wasn't ready.
I think he
Ready.
was having issues. We say this a lot, but it takes a second to get used to the speed of the game
Mm-hmm.
because Lil Pat said that what he couldn't wrap his mind around is how fast those guys are, which will make you hurry up and throw that ball, and sometimes just tick you off your game because you can't believe how quick they got through. And I think we'll see if that's what he's having some issues with. But my guess is the speed of the game threw him off. That first time, now we ain't in preseason, everybody running at you trying to kill you. I think that speed is what messed him up a smidget.
Yeah, you got to get everything to slow down. What other game? Oh, what about let's talk about your Cowboys? I thought they looked great on both sides of the ball.
Boy, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I did. I thought Dak did a good job. I was proud of him. I mean, Diggs got him a interception. He back now. After his knee injury, CD never disappoints to me. I
No.
mean, CD just don't disappoint. And I really like that, on at the end of last year, they were starting to use Brandon Cooks. That's the only thing I wish they would do is get more get Cooks in more involved into the offense. I think they're gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were tough. I did see Ferguson got a little banged up. Our tight end got a little banged
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna talk about them injuries a little bit down the road, but yeah, I was impressed. They look better than I thought they would look. I mean, I picked them to come out, so
Well, you did. You
we'll
did.
see.
You
Yeah,
did.
but I
You saw
even though I
something.
picked them, I just felt like I don't know. I'm not a Cowgirls fan,
No, you
but
saw
they look.
something in them.
I saw something that's there. I to me, we can go back and forth with the surprises and disappointments. I found the Atlanta Falcons to be very disappointing to me, the way
You
they
know what?
played.
You're not the only one that said that. I think people expecting a lot more. Because it was out there that there were no limitations with Kirk Cousins, whatsoever. And to see them kind of go down the way they did, I was like, "Ooh, Curry, better get it together, buddy."
Yeah,
Because Penix is right there stalking, right behind him.
it looked sloppy. It looked
Yeah, it did.
sloppy.
Yeah.
We can go back to Thursday night. The Chiefs pulled. That was a game. That was a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, that was a. But it's always a game. It's rarely not a good game when the Ravens and the Chiefs play. I mean, the playoffs was a little bit more, but
That was
every
like a it was like a playoff atmosphere.
yeah every meeting they battling. Lamar bring his game. I mean, you got Derrick Henry out there. I mean, it's a game
Well,
every time.
you
That
said
little
Derek. You said Derrick Henry, and I'm here local with the Ravens, and so he was addressing that this week because I don't think he I don't think he got enough snaps.
yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
your favorite coach. Go and get him real quickly. I know you about to tear him up. Go and get him.
no, I mean he ain't calling the plays, right? So he's not. I don't know who's calling the plays, but I'm thinking you got Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry will one. He may start off slow,
Dude,
but he gonna get
I
you one.
I
He
thought the whole purpose of bringing him over there is so that Lamar didn't have to risk. You just had your Brahma Bull out there running folks over, stiff
right.
arm and making more highlights for when he finally get done.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked.
I was a little, yeah, I was shocked. I was disappointed. I wanted to see what he could do. I'm sure he's gonna pick it up
I think this
this
week
week.
coming up here, it's more designed for him to really bear down and run.
Who do they
Even
have this week? As a matter of fact,
why you just put me on the spot when I sit there
okay,
with
go
my
ahead.
DFS
I'll
guys.
figure that out. I
You
can figure
sitting up
that
here
out.
talking about on DFS. But I'll tell you. Okay, so how about one of my favorite quarterbacks that you hate going out there and stumping Derek Carr? Get
Who,
on that car. Get
who
on
was he
that.
playing? Who was he playing?
Who did they? Who the hell did they mug?
Carolina.
That don't
Carolina.
listen. Listen to me. Hold up.
Okay.
Listen
Okay.
to me.
Uh
Listen to me.
huh.
First of all, it didn't matter who they was playing. They was on all cylinders. Okay,
Okay.
but if you want to talk about Carolina, I don't know if they might get voted out the league if they keep playing the way they playing.
No, I think it's two teams that might get voted out.
they, they might they might say we can't keep putting this on TV. You
They
can't
can't
keep
put the Giants
charging.
on.
You can't
Mm-mm.
keep charging for that. That I was just like, how? How is it this bad? Because
Well,
you didn't had a year to get
Carolina is still their front office is still sitting around scratching their head, just like
why?
people scratching their head when they was talking about Daniel Jones and everybody. What did I tell you when they drafted Bryce Young?
They should have drafted CJ Stroud. That's
Clearly,
what you
clearly,
told me.
but we gonna go with because he won a Heisman. So that's it. They won
Well,
a Heisman in college. Some shit don't
I'm gonna
translate.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you now. I told you that they how they do quarterbacks there sometimes. African American quarterbacks when they want to try to drop them in the draft, they start pulling out Wonderlic scores and last minute stuff at the very end. Oh, he doesn't have good work ethic. I think that was Deshaun Kaiser. When CJ came out, all of a sudden they leak out the Wonderlic score. He done made like a 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there it is. And now we can't afford it. Yeah,
Well,
he could have.
he ain't by
Just like with
himself.
Lamar.
Well,
It, it,
he's got to show improve, otherwise he's not gonna get paid. He's gonna be somebody's backup quarterback.
that's what that's what I was about to
And
say. We talking about show and prove. He
yeah,
might
because all
be
they need to do is use the
QB
Giant
two.
do what don't do what the Giants did.
Don't pay him.
Don't pay him because
I'm sorry. God, oh Linda, that's you. You bleed blue. Pull your
I
head
do.
up.
I'm a
Pull
Giants
that head
fan.
up.
I'm a Giants fan through and through. I cannot sit by as a
It
Giants
was
fan
bad.
and say that I
It
can't
was bad.
watch that. It's horrible. It's
It was
not
bad.
bad. It's
when I'm on
horrible.
the phone with
Last year
y'all,
he was
oh
hurt.
my goodness.
He was hurt. Had he played a
Woo.
whole season, ain't no telling what would have went wrong. But he has regressed since he's been in, and you gave him more money. At no point in Daniel Jones' career was he ever worth $40 million. No point. No
Not
point in time.
add insult to injury. Saquon couldn't get his little money.
He couldn't get 12.
He could.
He couldn't get
I'm
12, and he running through folks.
and I mean overthrew
Every
up their
time
back.
I go on social media and I watch the GM and then on the Hard Knocks or whatever, he pacing around the room talking about where
Dude,
did
I
he
watched
go,
that and I
and
felt bad for you.
it should be fired. I watched one clip with him and his kids. He writing it down on paper. His kids he's like, who should we draft? Kid told him, he said, trade up for Jaden Daniels. That's what your kid telling you.
Yeah.
But I don't. I mean, he's a human being. I'm gonna give him this. Daniel Jones is a human being. People standing around waiting for him
Dude, I was
afterwards
about
and
to
booing
say
him and all that.
they
That's
booed
a bit
him.
harsh because he's a person. He's a
I
person. He's
mean,
a person with feelings or whatever, right?
that was
He
rough.
ain't pay
I thought that
himself.
was
He
disrespectful. That's
didn't pay
game one.
himself, but he's stealing.
Yeah,
He
somebody
ought to
yelled
feel
out,
like
said,
he's
"Give me $1
stealing.
million."
Yeah,
I heard him in the
because
background.
I look at some of the players and I know he's a rookie. And look at Purdy. He making $39 million a year more than Purdy.
Yeah, but after this year, Purdy gonna be right with him.
Yeah. No,
Mm.
he got if Daniel Jones, I mean, I was watching shows today. They calling for Daniel Jones to be benched now. Like they say bench you after the
Well,
first
who is your
game.
backup?
I don't even know. I don't
Is it
even
Dip?
know.
Is
I
it
know DeVito's still
Devito?
he's
Is
still
it him?
there. But come on. You sent Tyrod over to the Jets. You
Yeah,
sent
the
him down the
Jets.
hall. You sent
Yeah,
him down the hall.
he looked good last night too.
He looked good all the time.
Mm.
When you don't put him in a game where he had inherited, I mean, last night, yeah, but when he constantly inheriting garbage, or he don't know if but I could spend a whole 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes
But here's
on
my
Daniel
thing,
Jones.
though. Dang, I can't imagine what Malik Neighbors is thinking right now.
He thinking what he was thinking probably when he got drafted, like, oh damn. What you thinking? He thinking what everybody else thinking.
I know Malik probably over there like, oh Lord Jesus,
His friends done text him and
my
everything saying
rookie
sorry.
year.
Right. Is
Ooh.
shot. If they keep him as a quarterback, his rookie year is shot. And
You know what
it's
though? Danny have some flashes from time to time
flashes don't win nothing.
that
Mm-mm,
make me think that
mm-mm,
it's in there
mm-mm,
somewhere.
mm-mm. I
Mm-mm.
have flashes every once in a while. When I get up in the morning, I could go out and jog, and then reality set in, and I said, "No, you can't do that.
You can't do it.
No, reality set in."
Y'all, it's
But
gonna be rough for y'all this year.
oh man, I watched this
Woo.
dude. He said they had the nerve to go out there, Daniel Jones playing like that and wearing pajamas. That's what he called them, pajamas.
Yeah, that throwback.
Some
Woo.
people liked it. I did not like it.
I thought that. I thought that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't.
It looked
I
like
was like,
prison
it's
pajamas.
just hideous. People were calling me up, talking about, look at these ugly. I was like, oh man, who
Yeah, it
designed
was.
that?
And the sad part about it is we got to play the Commanders next week here. We'll see.
So, what did you think about? Speaking of the Commanders,
They got to dust off a few things.
okay.
I didn't think they were horrible. They weren't impressive. I didn't think they were horrible though. The play calling.
Okay.
Let the boy loose. Let him get loose.
We talked about that. I was
Yeah.
like, I said, old Cliff is kind of keeping him in the stable. Maybe he easing him out there to the world, so he don't get overwhelmed by the speed or whatever. He was just
He had a few good runs or whatever, but he can throw. You never did give him a shot. Like he wasn't going long.
yeah.
So
Let's
it's
say
like,
dinking.
yeah, this the dude, right? This Mr. Heisman, all
I
of that
mean,
stuff. Let's
I
play him.
feel like I feel like he got something to take. I've heard people that, oh, I can't believe it, man. He can't throw the ball. Come on.
And
Give him a minute.
He's proven he can.
We know he
can
can throw.
Yeah,
We can throw. You're doing too much.
yeah. He's
So.
proven definitely that he could throw. That Texans Colts game, that was a good game.
Oh, it was, man. Anthony Richards. Ooh, throwing dimes after he done slipped and fell and got up and threw one. I'm talking about he was on point. And
Yeah,
I think he only threw the ball like 19, 20 times.
yeah. They look good. They look good. Last night's game, I
Aaron,
think it. Huh?
is that you about to my Aaron Rod, A Rod?
No, I'm talking about the other side of the ball. That young running back.
Oh yeah, talking about Jordan Mason.
Whoo!
Oh, he was out there doing it. I said, boy, I don't know if you know what you just did last night, but it's gonna be
Everybody
some
trying to
people
drop
after.
somebody on
Yeah,
their. He was on everybody's waiver wire.
man, I was so impressed. I don't have nobody. I was so impressed. I done ran out there and I was like, Linda, when can I get him again on
Yeah,
Wednesday?
yeah. It was
I couldn't even find nobody to drop. The only
no.
person they let me drop was Mike Williams,
Mm.
who I probably should have,
It
cause
was it was like a storybook, right? So they showed him before the game, and his mom standing there with him on the
oh,
sidelines. Want to give him a hug, proud mom, like go out there, probably do your best, be safe,
mm-hmm.
whatever. And he just sitting there. He was that boy
But
was ready.
I think I think them 49ers might be in trouble because he's I don't know if he slipped up or he just knew to talking. You know what I mean? And he
Hmm.
was like, "Yeah, I found out on Friday that I was gonna be the starter.
Well, they are. There's some
Maybe
there's
some
some talk about
fines or
some
some
fines that
something
that
coming up."
49ers have to pay, with that last minute Christian McCaffrey. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's more to come on that. But
yeah.
it didn't matter.
Nah, no, they went out there and put a whole, just a whole whooping, just
They look the
just
Jets look sloppy.
whop, just beat down.
Yeah,
They
the
look
Jets. I thought the Jets looked sloppy. Maybe they
they look
gotta.
underwhelming for real, for real. I mean, I
That's
think
that's a perfect way
yeah,
to put it.
yeah. They just I was like, come on, Aaron.
Yeah,
No.
I'm thinking the same thing you thinking. I'm like, this gonna be the game.
And I tell
We're
you one
excited.
thing too. I know his Achilles is supposed to be 100%, but he was running in slow mo trying to get away. He
How?
looked like he wasn't
What is
getting
he? 85.
86 on Thursday. He 40, but 86 on Thursday. But I'm just saying though, he was really. And then Troy came in and Troy Aikman was like, "Well, the man is in his 40s and it's gonna take him a minute just to get warmed up." I'm like, "Hey, if I was 40 years old, I'd have been warmed up early. I'd have been all out in the field early, knowing that who was on the other side coming
Right,
at me." And then
right.
you can't get mad at Bosa. He doing his job.
He do it right. You can't get mad at nobody. They doing their job.
Like,
So yeah, it was
no,
it
partner.
was yeah. I
Yeah,
I
a little stiff.
I think I don't see I see them having a decent season, but as far as like he's
It's
gonna
one.
save the day,
It's
I
the
don't
first game.
and that's something that we were talking about last night.
The
These are the
first
first
game.
game.
It's the
These
first
are the
game.
first game, so we give
It's
him
Aaron
that.
Rodgers. I ain't willing to throw Aaron Rodgers in
No,
the ditch.
no,
It's
you
first
know as
game.
much what I feel about him personally and professionally, two different things.
Yep.
He can get it done, but he's slow. He's slow.
But you know who I'm excited to talk about next?
Who?
Baker Mayfield.
That's your boy. I like Baker too. Baker having fun.
What? If
I
he,
think all
I,
the pressure and all that is off of Baker, and Baker, the expectations are for him to play well, and he's playing well, but he don't have him crazy. He went through a
dude,
lot of crazy with
imagine a
with Odell and Jarvis Landry, and we gonna win a Super Bowl. There's a lot of pressure put on him.
well, he was hurt too. They
Yeah,
did him dirty,
yeah.
flat out.
And at the end of the season last year, he played well and it's carried over. So
That's what I'm saying. Imagine being a Browns fan after watching what they just got, what they watched against them Cowboys.
what Pop say? Russ for Deshaun?
He said it looked like he forgot how to throw the ball. That's what I said. I ain't want to gossip. You ain't heard it from me, but they say it looked like he forgot how to throw the ball. But I was like, he just looked like he. I don't know. I don't know if he just. It's got to be Russ because
His
you know
mechanics
how
look
good.
weird.
Do you know how
Yeah,
good Deshaun Watson was before
yeah.
all that mess? Everything happened. It's like I can't imagine. It's not there anymore. It's just
No, I don't think it's
something.
gone. I think it's gonna come back. He's got to get
It's
loose
got
because
to
he
come
didn't do
back.
a whole lot.
It better
Um,
come back because I sure played and he's my quarterback. It
what
better
about?
come back.
I mean, Fields. So we're gonna have. We're gonna talk
Justin
about some. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some injuries that.
Russell got the calf injury, calf
Yeah,
strain.
yeah.
So
So
I imagine Fields is going back out there, and I'm gonna tell you that I was trying to look at can you pull up who they play next week, please?
who's
Because
that? Pittsburgh.
yeah, just pull up the
Okay.
week two.
And before I go there, what'd you think about the Bills and
I
the
thought Josh
Cardinals?
Allen balled
Okay.
out. I thought he balled out. I
Okay.
I really thought he was gonna have a good game. He was gonna, we always say he play hero ball. He was gonna put this team on his shoulder and do what he need to do. And yeah, he had a really good Josh Allen performance. Now that's gonna be hard for 16 more games.
Right.
It's
Right.
gonna be rough on him.
It's
So I
still
don't know how well, because I think he hurt his wrist or something.
yeah, but he said that he was good, and we can jump over. Excuse me, we can jump over to the injuries. He said he was good. He'll be back. They play
Hmm.
Pittsburgh. They play the Broncos. I know Russ probably want to play in that game. I
Right.
would want to play and go out
I
and
would have. I
stomp.
would. Ooh, Lord, I Russ probably. You remember that time Russ got hurt and he was waking up every hour on the hour to get back right. He probably doing everything he can to get back over there to put a whooping on Peyton,
Mm-hmm.
because the way they unnecessary roughness, the way he did him,
Yeah, he
it
did him
was
bad.
awful. It was
S-
awful.
So your notable injuries, right? Let's start with Jordan
Green Bay,
Love.
Green Bay.
No, Love.
I said Green Bay.
Oh, Green Bay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan Love,
How?
MCL,
Who's their backup?
Malik.
What you think? You think you're gonna show Tennessee
So I
something?
personally, I personally said I liked Malik. You knew that. I said they
Hmm.
gave up on him. When he did play, they didn't half let him throw the ball. I said, hey, I think it's something there. It's like one of those throwaways, like they did Sam Darnold in the Jets. You don't let somebody develop. They're not right what you need right then and there. You just dump them.
Yeah.
I think Malik has something in the tank. So I'm curious to see, because I think the other guy is Sean something, and I don't think he's gonna play. So I think it's
Okay.
gonna be Malik.
And
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a good opportunity for him to, showcase himself and say, hey, y'all messed up.
and you brought up a good point, Sam Darnold. I was impressed with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you
And
remember I told you at the
yep.
beginning, I said Sam Darnold got the short end of the stick. And then I even thought Carolina gave up on him too fast.
Oh, they wishing they had him.
Oh, I know they are.
They wishing they had him
Oh,
for
I know they
sure.
are right now, because
Cause
he was starting to look pretty good over with the 49ers. And I said to myself, then they're not going to keep him because Purdy, they got to keep his confidence up. You can't have this fairly young quarterback behind you out here making great plays. I knew that wasn't going to last long.
yeah,
Yeah.
the game. I mean, one of the game, the Thursday night game, the Bills and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
No injuries there on either side, so
Well, no,
don't say Waddle because you don't know what's going.
I was going to say, but I was looking at my DraftKings, and all of a sudden it was like out. What I say?
He started freaking out. I said he
I
on the field.
I said he ain't even been, you ain't even wait to halftime to get out the game.
I said
It,
he is on the field.
dude. Then they took it off and put. I was like, man, I'm about to get mad as I don't know what.
Yeah, they got some interesting games. But some more. Let's go back to these injuries because there's a
Yeah.
few more. Like you said, Jake Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
He's one. I don't think that's gonna slow them down any. I just think I don't know. I just think the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys are on something different this year. Puka.
No, because we also traded. They also
Mhm.
traded for a tight end.
Yeah, yeah, they did. They
But
did.
Puka is a blow.
It is a blow.
That's a blow. And we saw it when it happened, when he went down. You thought it was his ankle, but I was like, no, Puka had a knee injury. And I don't know. I think he might have re-injured that knee. And
Yeah,
when he was on that cart rolling off, boy, his face, I was like,
yeah.
something wrong.
That's yeah. It might be
Yep.
more than what we even think that it is. But they need him. You need that 1-2 punch.
So I mean, Cup. If you drafted Cup, you about to have a great year.
Yeah, but until
His
you
Cup look
drag
good.
him so much that he can't,
But he look good though.
he
He
does
look
look
fresh. He
good.
look
But
injury
it's
free, Cup.
yeah. I mean, he's healthy, and you know he don't like playing unless he's,
Yep.
100%.
I
But
don't blame him.
he becomes the guy that everybody's looking at. So now you can double team him.
He still was getting off pretty well.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost the game, but
But
no.
I was impressed with Demarcus Robinson
Yes,
in that game,
I never understood everybody. The Chiefs fans
letting him
just didn't
go.
like him. They didn't. Well, the fans didn't like him, and then they let him
He
go.
had,
I don't understand
this
that.
thing. I'll tell you what I remember. I think that when they let him go, he had a couple of drops that season. They act like you got to be drop free. You can have a couple
Yeah,
of drops. Everybody's not perfect. Ask Ayuk.
yeah, and he was
He
doing. He was
dropped a
running
beautiful
backwards.
one.
You remember Robinson
Yeah,
had to when
yeah,
he
where
had the ball, he had to run.
he
Yeah, it was
runs
like
2-3
that.
back and then
That would
come
drive
back
me
in.
crazy too, because I'm like, why are you running backwards?
Kelsey do it sometime too, though.
Yeah, a bunch of them do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But yeah, he done found a home. Him
Mm-hmm.
and Stafford do well together, and I think he got a pretty decent future over there ahead of him. He might be
Okay.
about to collect.
Now McCaffrey, they got a 1-2 punch, so ain't
Dude,
no
that's
let
gonna
him
be
heal.
ooh, that's gonna
Yeah.
be rough.
So
Yeah,
that injury right there.
I would
Yeah.
definitely let McCaffrey. The way he running, I'd let McCaffrey just because I mean Green Bay got some defense. I would just let him go for and just make sure McCaffrey because what I saw on there was calf and Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means? All
Yeah.
that's up in here
Yeah.
is in trouble. So last thing you want to see is McCaffrey tear his Achilles because it'll be a whole different season.
Right.
Be a whole
Right.
different season because now as much as I love the way Taylor was running downfield, he only caught I think like maybe one pass. That's two totally different game sets there. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
And I think that was more ideal for the way he played that type of play. So we'll see though. But
Let
I did like what I saw from him.
Okay. T. Higgins, he's out. Let's talk about the Bengals.
I
What
don't know what happened to that. I'm gonna tell you something. Joe Burrows did not look like he even liked the game anymore.
he
He
did have a look.
he
I
was
don't know.
just
And Joe Cool, so he has that
him
look where it's just a
maybe,
real stoic look, but it
but
just he looked
right,
uninterested.
he just looked like. Oof, I guess the season started.
Yeah,
It was just
they didn't. I don't know what kind of stuff they got going on. They
that's
just
what I'm
didn't look.
wondering if it's exhausting in the locker room.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
listening to
Like
people talk about
sometimes you
their
can have this great chemistry going on, but then everybody got to get theirs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's a lot going on in that locker room. And I'm wondering if Burrows is like, listen, hey, this a little bit much.
yeah.
A little bit much. Cause he just didn't look excited to be on that field like the normal Joe Cool.
Right. He
He
talking to the
didn't look,
players, telling them
yeah,
we
he
got
didn't look,
this. We gonna come back. You just didn't see it
didn't look the
out there. So it
same.
was it was different. David Njoku, tight end. He went down for the Browns. I
I
mean, it
know,
looks
and
horrible, but because
yeah,
that's
that's
a
another
special
one of
dude.
mine. That's
Yeah,
another one of mine that went down in flames already. I'm like, good Lord.
yeah.
And before I was getting him, I was like, he get hurt every year. He gets an injury all the time. And I was
Now
hoping
that I
that
think of it, he
wouldn't be.
does. Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
he
He
does.
does.
It's always something. He a big man too to be
That's
that tender.
he's a very, very
Very big man.
big strong. Because when he
Mhm.
catch it, he be dragging some folks with him, or he knocking them over, one of the two. But
Exactly.
yeah, let's hit some games. Raiders and the Ravens. Come on, call it. That's an easy one for me. The
Excuse me,
Ravens,
Ravens. Ravens.
easy. Browns and the Jags.
Browns in the chat. Ooh. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Browns.
I'm gonna say the Jags.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Browns.
Jets
I
and
did like Brian Thompson Jr. Thompson Jr.
both
Jr.
of
though.
those, the ones I just named, none of them have a win yet. Somebody got to get a win. Jets and the Titans.
DeAndre Hopkins was there. He did catch about 4 passes, but Will Levis out there doing all kind.
Yeah, he kind of
Jets,
scares me. I might go with the Jets on that one too. Even
Jets.
though I did have the Titans
Yeah,
doing better than
I mean,
I know y'all laughed at me,
they got
but
a good squad.
they do. But he
I mean, you got
it's almost like
Calvin
he
Ridley
want
and
to be that
DeAndre
dude.
Hopkins. That's somebody's dream right there.
Yeah. 49ers and the Vikings. It's gonna be interesting.
On 49ers.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm the Vikings.
49ers.
Okay. But this one I shouldn't even talk about, but I will. Chargers and the Panthers.
Chargers.
Okay. Seahawks and the Patriots. Patriots were impressive.
Seahawks.
Okay. I'm not gonna count the Patriots out. They're a well
Se-
coached team. They look good. They look confident. They played. They played
They
good.
probably
Jacoby
played the
Brissett. That's a
worst.
veteran.
They probably played the worst Bengals team that's played in the last. And even though everybody know the Bengals start out slow,
Okay.
yeah, no,
Okay. They
I'm
do
going
because
with
the
them.
last couple of years they've been out there. The
Yep,
Saints and the Cowboys. You talking about your boy Derek Carr?
Cowboys.
No confidence in Derek Carr there. He ain't gonna
Hey,
do
I
it.
got more confidence in that. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
All right. All right.
You didn't. You like that,
I
don't you?
like that. I
I had
like
to
that.
hit him with that Kurt. You like that, don't you? Yeah, I got more confidence in that.
Okay.
All right.
Who the Giants and the Commanders? Going with it. Bucks. The Bucks and the Lions. You ain't even gotta say it out loud. The Bucks and the Lions
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. I'm
in
gonna
Detroit.
go. Ooh, the way I liked when Montgomery was running though. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Okay. Colts and the Packers. I'm going with the Colts because I don't know what the
Colts.
Packers gonna look like. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I know what the Colts gonna look like though.
Rams and the Cardinals. Both of them. They haven't lost. They haven't
Rams
won a
and the
game.
Cardinals. Oh, I'm going with the Cardinals.
I'm with you. Steelers and the Broncos.
Steelers.
They're gonna be 2-0. Bengals and the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right. Bears and the
But it won't be
Texans.
nothing like the Bengals you saw last week.
No,
It's
unless
gonna
they
be
get a whole
it's gonna be
new.
the popped
Yeah.
up. We're gonna see Joe popping next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this Sunday
Be a
we go,
different,
it'll be a
different
different
teams for
Joe. Yeah,
sure.
it'll be a different Burrows.
The Bears and the Texans. I'm gonna have to err on.
Texans,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Texans too.
Texans.
And then
Have
they
to
got the
watch that.
Falcons and the Eagles on Monday night.
Eagles.
Eagles, easy, no doubt. I don't think the
It's not
Falcons.
that I think the Falcons are a bad team,
Mm-hmm.
but when Kirk first moved over into the Minnesota system, like it takes him a minute to get adjusted, and it might be maybe 1 or 2 games before they catch fire and start rolling a little bit. But they got a monsters. They got a Bijan Robinson over there. They got Drake London, and they got Pitts.
Yeah,
They
but
got what they need.
Philly got my boy. They got Saquon.
Yeah,
So
they do.
I don't. Yeah.
Because they was willing to pay 12.
He ought to get Daniel Jones ought to be sending Saquon money under the table just
Dude,
cause.
he
Start saying I'm sorry every week a card. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry.
That's
But he'll
I
get
know
the.
he mad at his agent.
I don't even want to say. I'm trying to get to the game when Philly play the Giants.
No, he may not be. He may just be glad he got his money. He may not be, but
Who Saquon?
no, Danny.
Yeah, who mad at getting? It's gonna be 80 million. He got
Well,
2
I'm
years.
just saying,
This is it.
But I don't know if I could walk around with somebody heckling me like that.
No, I guess
that
what
son
gets
gone
me.
was speed walking coming out that doggone.
Well, he should have been running.
He was speed walking, man.
What gets me is that they put an offer on the table and he went back and asked his
For
agents asked for
more.
And the Giants gave it to him.
Sure did.
Gave it to him.
Had no problem. But y'all was gonna make Saquon.
He said, "I don't want to pay $40 million for somebody to hand off to a $12 million player." Wow, it's like, come on, you don't want to be. He should be fired. He should be fired.
You said it, not me.
Yep.
But I watched it. That Hard Knocks, and you could tell he wasn't gonna sign Saquon every time, and everybody, all in his staff, they all kept throwing subliminal messages at him. But
they wasn't subliminal. They were straight up. He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy, and he just didn't listen. And I'm gonna talk about that probably all season long.
Yeah,
because
he went back to Frank Gore had peeped out. Who you got now? Who's y'all? Moss. Who y'all got? Yeah, Frank Gore had peeped out Moss, and don't get me wrong, he's done some running.
Daniel Jones ought to be walking around with a hamburger.
That's all I heard in the GM talking about, and I was like, man, what are you doing?
Right, you don't even know. He don't even know. He should be fired, and what's the name should be walking around with a hamburglar
That's all.
mask
That's
on.
what I think. His brain done mush from all them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that he eat all the time. I don't know what's going
I
on.
don't know what it is either.
No.
We gonna do a little shift.
Got him. Got you. I hate you. No, what you let's go to
Let's
do
shift
some-
over to the WNBA
All right.
playoffs.
Okay.
What I said, playoffs.
Yeah, I'm on what you say, it's one more
With her?
spot left, right? They
Yes.
battling.
Mm-hmm.
So we talking Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
Mystics, and the
Mhm.
Sky.
Yes. The
If
Sky
if
without Reese.
if that's what I say, you already took the words out of my mouth. I'm taking the Sky out of that because they don't have Angel Reese, and Angel Reese cleans everything. I don't care what nobody. She cleaning them boards up.
Yeah.
You gonna miss the
Yeah, I hate.
female Robin.
I
You
hate.
gonna miss it.
Yeah, I hate for her to that went down to that. That
Yes,
she's out like that.
yes.
Um.
I did watch. I caught quite several Mystics games, and I liked them. They just didn't have all their pieces together.
Right. Consistently, they don't.
same
When they do
time-
have them, like Austin's been on the bench.
Yep.
They gave up Hines Allen to Minnesota, which I didn't understand that when you had injuries.
I don't know.
So yeah, that front office, that's another one I'm putting on my fire list. That coach and the GM, but they do. They have a good team.
And a buddy
So
of
they can pull
mine.
it out. Atlanta has a good team too. I just don't know what's not been clicking
Last
with
night.
them.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, but officially the Wings, Dallas and LA Sparks have been eliminated. So we'll see. We got some games coming up this evening to talk about. The Aces are hanging on to that fourth spot, but they may shift with Seattle on the fourth spot. So you got New York in first. You got Minnesota.
With that big boot on.
Yeah, you got Minnesota in second.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut, Aces, and then Seattle.
But out of that group, I'm going with the Mystics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get the last spot.
Okay.
The Mystics
They can play that. Yeah, they can play that out. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, we're gonna bring your brother and Darren back on here because they want to talk about it.
And we're gonna destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna wish they never popped their little heads up.
Yeah.
And everything. They're giggling and stuff, all the snickering and stuff like they were Siamese twins or something. I'm like,
they thought they knew something, but they ain't here to defend themselves.
No,
So we're gonna talk about them.
I was trying to be easy on him because he's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to hurt his feelings. I don't like to. It's rough on him that I know so much.
Yeah, I look at the Sparks. Yeah, I look at the Sparks. I was just looking at this list, and I'm just wondering, like, if Cameron Brink had stayed, if she was healthy, would they have been there? And I think they would have.
Yeah, I told you earlier, Cameron Brink was balling.
Yeah,
when she played that game against Stewie, and she was everywhere. I was like, wait a minute,
Rakia Jackson's been playing very well for the.
Not playing games.
Yeah, she's been playing very well for the Sparks. I mean, the coach finally caught on that she needed to play. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Sneeze, bless you.
Yes.
How he got that job after being in Connecticut all those years and couldn't get them over. But I guess some people fail up.
Yes,
just fail up.
Before,
it's a lot going on. We getting ready to wrap. I got some closing thoughts. I'm gonna go first. I'll let you go second. It's a lot going on in the WNBA to a point. And I watched an interview with the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert. I'm and she should have addressed some things, and she didn't. She kind of let him slide. The man set her up to answer the question. This year has been fantastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
The newcomers to the game, all that. Yes, Caitlin Clark has brought people to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese has brought people to the game. Yep. Now some people are here to stay. They got to the game and realize it. But now people want to turn this into a race thing.
I know.
And it's just so sickening that it takes away from the game. It's like we want to talk about the race. If they're mad because a white girl from the Midwest can play, that's nonsense.
I don't know plenty of them.
It's you got Sabrina Ionescu, you got Stewie, you got a bunch. It has nothing to do. If you can ball, you can ball.
Exactly.
Don't nobody care. If you purple and you can ball, you can ball. That's it.
What's interesting is I hate to say it. I mean, if you want to talk about white girls been shooting threes. It's just they look like set shots before Caitlin got out there. Caitlin's shooting a different way. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
she's
it
doing
ain't
other
like,
things. I mean, she's getting
oh,
this
she
because she's
dropping
playing well.
dimes and
And
everything, but
and she played well in college, so we all knew what's going on because the media is causing a lot of this friction, and some people are falling for it. So it's like, don't fall for it, because I'm just
nah.
like, some of the fans are so rabid that they don't
Mhm.
even like when a fan, I ain't gonna say a fan because you ain't a fan of the game if you make a comment like this. When a person makes a comment because you know there's all over Cheryl Swoops that they had no idea who Cheryl Swoops was
I know.
until this year, then you're not a fan of women's basketball. You ain't a fan of basketball.
Period. There's no way you could be a
Period.
fan of basketball and not know who Cheryl Swoops
And
was.
then Stephen A gonna drag Nancy Lieberman on, and she gonna talk about what she's done for Cheryl Swoops and all that. It's like, come on, band
The net,
together instead of being
I
separate.
was
Because she's
actually
talking about,
surprised that they switched out Cheryl for Nancy Lieberman in that one game.
well, she was trying to explain why, and then because Cheryl Swoops is gonna say what Cheryl Swoops want to say, and she can,
Uh,
and she's not gonna kiss the ring. So it was her opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and if it ain't yours, I mean, it's like, I
People are
think
getting
Nancy
drugged
Lieberman,
this year over
hmm,
opinions. They're
yeah,
dragging people over opinions left and right. I mean, I don't care what anybody
on
says. Dana Taurasi
everything,
has earned the right to say what the hell she want to say. It's certain people. Swoops earn the right to say what the hell. It's Cynthia Cooper, Lynette Woodard. All these people have earned the right to say what they want to say. Who are y'all to tell them they
right?
can't talk?
Little
It's
peons that can't
okay.
even play. They can't even play basketball. They can't spell WNBA and got so much to say. Stephen A can't
Horrible.
spell WNBA, and now you want to
Stephen
talk
A is
about this and that, and he focused more. What gets me is there's so many players
mm-hmm.
that are doing great things this year, and you're not even focusing on those players. Asia's playing great, right? We
Mitchell.
know that. You
Mitchell
know,
or
Kelsey Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Good God.
I threw the
I
wrong hand up.
watched, I
Mitchell.
watched, and I went to ESPN, and the Fever had lost the game. There were highlights all for the Fever, but nobody was talking about that double double that Nafisha Kalia had. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Yep.
it's disrespectful to these women,
That's
these young
balling
ladies, these
out.
women that have been balling and have been here,
Mm-hmm.
been there, Karen, when nobody was in the gym.
Yep.
They were still giving it 100%. So nothing that hasn't changed. So it's almost like giving their respect, and everything ain't about race.
You said it.
Yeah, everything ain't about race. So like, let's
You,
stop that.
I'm constantly used to hearing that.
Yeah, she can
So
play. She can play. Caitlin Clark can play, but there's other
she.
people on that team that are doing fantastic. Give them their props also.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the beginning of the year, everything that went wrong was everybody else's fault.
Yes, absolutely.
They can't catch a pass. They can't do this. The coach don't know what she's doing. Nobody knows
Mm-hmm.
what's going on. Now they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
So it's all one person because of one person at the end of playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. If you know anything about basketball, you know that's not the case.
No,
You know that's not the
but
case.
she.
But
But it's it. But that's not shocking to me. I mean, we knew what we was visiting, what we were about to get with Caitlin. The good thing about it, I can honestly say, is that she's holding her own and putting up the numbers, so it makes it a lot easier for them to be able to do
and
it. Because
she's
she
not the
adds,
one saying it.
and
That's
exactly,
it's
she
the
actually is
media and
very,
everybody else.
very
Yeah.
she I mean, she's giving. I mean, I just listened to her talk about Asia and how everybody, they know they can't hold her. They just like, we just trying to contain
Yeah.
this, just slow her down, do anything. I mean, she in it, she's done that for a lot, talked about a lot of players, and vice versa, them to her. It's not really that serious.
It's
I
it's
think it's
it's
just been
people out
blown completely out of
yeah.
proportion.
People
And
outside of the game that aren't even don't know what's going on are the ones that are talking, and they need that to keep themselves relevant or
mhm,
whatever, because me personally, I thought Nancy Lieberman was out of pocket.
mm,
So, you gonna talk about what you did for somebody, but you taught her how to play basketball too? No, she knew that. So
well,
that's
like
that's
like like, they
that's
say- like Jay-Z say, make another one.
right.
Hey,
What you
make
what
another
you
one.
what you, what you want to? I can't stand you
I
sometimes.
knew it. I'll be killing you.
What you want
No,
to close out with?
man, actually, I'm just blown away with what happened with the whole Tyreek situation.
Ooh.
But I think what I would like for people to do is just wait until you get all the facts for it, because I see Steven, they already jumping on there talking crazy about
He
Tyreek.
can't help
We
himself.
gotta give Tyreek some of the problem, and then you turn around and what's his name? Ocho? Is it? Not
Ocho
Ocho.
Cinco.
Not
Him and
Ocho Cinco.
Shannon Sharp.
The other one, the box like man.
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Acho.
Emmanuel Acho. You know,
Acho. I said
Mr.
Ocho.
PhD of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Mhm.
But he jumped on there. He was talking about the officer were discussing. I was like, why don't we just?
He's the resident expert on everything.
Oh, I know
Let
that.
him tell it.
Oh, I know
can't. I go through TikTok or whatever he's on. I just click. I can't
One
even watch that show because of him.
One of the biggest Angel Reed's haters.
He
that's
talks
ever
down
lived.
to everybody like everybody's stupid. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
really?
like Achoisms.
I got another word for it, but I can't say it because
exactly.
we
But
do want some children to
but
be
I'm
able to
just
watch
like,
this
let
stuff.
that go, because we got one little bit here, and I huge Tyreek fan, and I hope that this ends well. They can work something out or whatever, and try to make something positive out of the situation, because right now it just seems like it's about to get ugly and uglier and uglier.
Yeah, they're looking at the guys. He's on administrative leave to see what was going on and what happened. So we'll figure it out and see what happened. But that's it. That's all I got. Hey, the debate's on tonight. We're gonna check that out and vote. Watch the debate. Vote for who you want to vote for. It's your right. Nobody can tell you who to vote for. Check it out. It's gonna be on us before we know it. And
you know my theory on voting. If you don't vote, they all just cut your air off. You just ought to be walking just no air. You get your butt out there and vote.
That's right.
Yeah.
Reason why you can't. And until next time, people, please, please, please be kind and be blessed, because it's free.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems and a Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.